Hello, good day viewers, welcome back once again. Today we're going to solve the following equation. The cube root of 4x plus 49 minus the cube root of 4x minus 49 equals 2. And here we're going to solve for real values of x, right? Now, should I cube both sides of this equation? No, I'm not gonna do that. In this video, I'm going to show you guys an awesome method. Now let's get started. Now, I'm going to let the cube root of 4x plus 49 equals m. Now, when we cube both sides, we find out that 4x plus 49 is equal to m cubed, right? And again, we're going to let the cube root of 4x minus 49 equals n. When you cube both sides, we get 4x minus 49 is equal to n cubed, right? Okay. Now, the original equation, we can write it in terms of m and n, right? So that will be m minus n, which is equal to 2, right? Because this minus this is equal to m, right? And this right over here is equal to n. Therefore, their difference, which is equal to 2, will be same as m minus n equals 2. And again, we have another equation, m cubed minus n cubed. This will be equal to, remember, m cubed is equal to 4x plus 49 and n cubed is equal to 4x minus 49. Now, when you subtract this from this, we have 4x minus 4x cancel out to be 0, right? And from here, 49 minus 49, same as 49 plus 49, and that will give us 98, right? Okay, now we can see that we have derived two systems of equations, right? And we're going to solve them nicely. But there's an algebraic identity. We're going to make use of a very powerful one for that matter. We have a cubed minus b cubed. This is equal to a minus b cubed plus 3 times a times b into bracket a minus b, right? Now, make use of this identity here. This equation right over here, we can write it as m minus n cubed plus 3 times m times n into bracket m minus n, and this is equal to 98. Now, this is very helpful because we have the value for m minus n, right? Now, when we substitute the value here, this will become 2 cubed, which is 8, plus here, this is 2, right? And 3mn times 2 will give us 6mn, right? And this is equal to 98. So from here, subtract 8 from both sides, we get 6mn is equal to 98 minus 8, which is 90. So from here, divide both sides by 6, we get mn is equal to 90 divided by 6, which is equal to 15, right? I think we have made the whole of the complicated equation simpler, right? So we have this m minus n equals 2, and we have m times n equals 15. But from here, one can easily guess the value of m and n, right? Because I did that myself. We can say that m is equal to 5 and n is equal to 3. But you know the question here, are these the only values? Because if you check this satisfy this equation, 5 minus 3 will give us 2 and 5 times 3 will give us 15. Now let's think about if m and n can be negative. Of course, the both of them can be negative because negative times negative will give us something positive, right? So we think about it. So we are very sure that m can be negative 5. I mean, is that all right? Yes, of course. And the n can be negative 3. Let's check it out. Okay, now, if m is equal to negative 5, we get negative 5 minus 3, which is same as 3 minus 4, which is negative. So that does not satisfy the equation, right? So m cannot be negative 5 and n cannot be negative 3. So rather, m can be negative 3 and n can be negative 5. Now let's check it out here. Negative 3 times negative 5 will give us positive 15, right? So that satisfies this equation. And from here, m is equal to negative 3, right? So negative 3 minus 5 will give us 5 minus 3, and that is 2. So we can see that these two are the two sets of solutions, right? But can we prove this? Let's see how we're going to figure out these solutions, right? Now, from this equation here, From that equation, we can solve for m in terms of n, and that will give us 2 plus n, right? And then from this equation here, we're going to substitute the value for m, and we get n into bracket 2 plus n, and that is equal to 15, right? So opening this bracket, we get n times n, that is n squared, plus n times 2, which is 2n, and from the left, minus 15, this is equal to 0. Now we are very familiar. You're very familiar with this kind of equation, right? It is called a quadratic equation, but we can factorize it, right? So let us rewrite the second term here as 5n minus 3n, right? Then minus 15, and that is equal to 0. Okay, so from here, we have n into bracket n plus 5, and here we have a common factor of negative 3, then we have n plus 5, this is equal to 0. So this is factorized as n minus 3 multiplied by n plus 5, and the whole of this is equal to 0. Now, if n minus 3 is equal to 0, then we find out that n is equal to 3. And if n plus 5 is equal to 0, we find out that n is equal to negative 5. Okay, now let's solve for m, right? Remember, m is equal to 2 plus n. Now, when n is equal to 3, when we be here, then n is equal to 3. Then we found out that m is equal to 2 plus 3, right? And that is 5. Exactly. Now, when n is equal to negative 5, then we find out that m is equal to 2 plus n, which is 2 minus 5, which will give us negative 3. I think we have found these solutions now. Okay? So we can use either the values of m or the values of n to solve for the values of x. Now, let us use the ones for m, right? Now, let us recall that m cubed is equal to 4x plus 49, right? Now, when m is equal to, that is 5, right? So, when m is equal to 5, then from here, we get m cubed, which is 5 cubed, which is 125, that this is equal to 4x plus 49, right? So from here, we have 4x, which is equal to 125 minus 49, right? 125 minus 49 from here. I think that is what we have here. Let's check it out. Yes, so we have here 125 minus 49, right? And that will give us 76. Yes. Now divide both sides by 4, we get x is equal to, that will give us 19, right? Okay, cool. Now, when m is equal to the other value of m, negative 3, so this equation, m cubed will be negative 3 cubed, which is negative 27, right? Then this is equal to 4x plus 49, right? So from here, 4x will be equal to negative 27 minus 49, and that will give us negative 76. So from here, this implies that if we divide both sides by 4, we get x is equal to negative 19. And here we find the solutions that in the above equation, x is equal to plus or minus 19. And this is the right answer. Thank you for watching. Please kindly subscribe to my channel. Also like, comment, and share. Bye-bye.